Hello, and welcome to the Gemstone Show, a place for your weekly recommended allowance of awesomeness. This week on the show, we're featuring Citrine, 4 jokes, incoming stones under the microscope cam, soup pot on why I buy that, 1 minute of chess, and as I said, your weekly recommended amount of awesomeness. So, what do you call a fake key? A keycoy. Let's start the show. Here we are. There's the citrine. Now, it came to me today a question that I see come up quite often. How do I know if my citrine is treated? Typical treatment to create citrine is high baking quartz with rust in it. And then the rust becomes orangish, more of a brown really. Tends to look all baked like toast, and it comes from the outside of the crystal in, typically from the points, the tips down. So when you see a cluster of citrine, it's usually fake. But this particular piece is more like real citrine. It has heavy duty color zoning because the rust came in through the cracks and was drawn up through the crystal, originating from the base. Now there's a crack right down the middle of this particular piece of citrine. That's why we're going to split it. And I'm going to show you both pieces under the microscope cam so you can see the part we cut off, which hasn't been shaped yet, and then the part that has most of the color in it, which you see up in the corner. Welcome, and thank you for coming to the Gemstone Show. Let's play the video. Trying to locate that crack. It's on an angle. It's not like right down the middle. It's like 20 degrees off the middle. Yep. There it is. See that light flashing? That's the crack. That bright spot in there, that means there's a crack inside of it. That's what we're going to cut down and try to split it in half with. Cheers. Welcome to the show. Let me get the microscope cam fired. Okay, there we go. There we go. You can see very clearly the difference, and I guess that's it for the citrine. I need to get some better saw footage, don't I? Like better quality. Yeah, there's definitely orange in one and not in the other, just by splitting it. That was awesome. I was happy about that because that split went well. Okay, so let's get to the next video. There we go. Cami Citrine 1. Fired up and go. 1, 2, 3. Notches on the voluminatrix. 4 of them. Okay. Now, I actually tried to get an amplifier thing, and we'll talk about that in a second. But I wanted to mention, like, with citrine, a lot of it is where the zone is and looking down the crystal. Now, notice all those, like, sparklies inside of there. Yeah, those are problems. We got to get rid of those, but they're not very deep. And it's usually, you know, down the smaller side of the crystal that it has the better color. But in this particular case, down from the top, also got a pretty good flare out. I'm pretty proud of this stone. I'm glad I put it on the faceter. I had a couple of oopses. I was in such a hurry. I was like, oops. Oh, oops. And then I was like, okay, like this. Nope. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. So you gotta oops every other side of the stone so that you can correct it. And actually, you know what? I got a pretty good final polish on this thing just by putting some sandpaper down on top of my flat master lap and just kind of rubbing it on there that way. I'm not sure if that's I don't know if I got video for that. I should get video of that to show that. But that's how I got that's how I got this low quality final polish we're about to get to in the microscope portion. And we're getting to the microscope portion, but I wanted to mention in one of these videos, I think it's after this one, I stopped so I could make some decisions. The stone, like, it had a nice V on the bottom, which is great for the color. But then, like, on the top of it, it had like a swoopty thing like my hair. But when I looked down at it the right side, all of that swoopty hair was clear. So I just ground that down flat to make a nice orangey gem. Yep, you can see me trying to get rid of that slice in there. That's what that is. Part of those inclusions I was talking about. Okay, right there. That slice, that little thinger. So I'm using a worn 60 grit, which cuts kind of like a mostly new. Well, it for the most part it cuts like a new 100, but it doesn't put as many deep cracks in as a new 100. So it really does take it down, and it hogs it off if you're not careful. But I mean, it helps me to shape the gem quickly. This is what, like a 6-minute video? Yeah. So anyway, whatever I was talking about and things. Thank you everyone for coming by. Welcome, Cute Goth Girl Gamer. I got it out most of the way that time. Welcome back to the show this week. And Colette S made it. I'm always so happy when Colette makes it because she's such a great supporter of the show. And Fall Dog made it. Man, I ain't seen Fall Dog in a while. Cheers, buddy. Glad to see you. Yeah. All right. Oh, and Jeanette Korzenko made it. We're actually working on a piece of rose quartz for Jeanette Korzenko. And actually, I got that on the DOP, Jeanette. I was thinking I needed to get a bigger DOP set, but I actually just put 2 layers of epoxy on. And it's friggin' hog gem. It's huge. It's like clonk. And so I'm like, I want to cut that on the faceter so I don't screw it up. Because it's not only is it a great pink. I mean, it's a very pinky pink. And whatever I was saying, probably some kind of something or other. I was happy about that, getting that thing out. And then it's also like it's a very clean, solid piece. And I mean, I want to say it's up around 75 carats, so it should be over 50 carats when we're done. We'll see. Maybe it'll be about 45 carats. But either way, it's going to be a huge old, like, heavy, like, brooch gem or, you know, like something you'd put in a crown. Really cool. One of them gems that you could make a pinky ring and knock somebody out with. And what did you do? Clonk. Yep, pretty much. That's what I'm thinking we're going to do with it. And Ron Weasley made it. Man, awesome. Ron Weasley. Oh, sorry, Ron. I forgot about the dingledy-dang-dong chatbot. Let's fire up the chatbot. In the chatbot. In the chatbot, baby. Yeah. I'll stop singing. There we go. Ron knows how the chat works. He's using Streamlabs chatbot. Oh man, Fall Dog, you're awesome, man. Thanks for coming by. I love doing this show because I see so many great people. Oh, we're supposed to get to the microscope portion so that you can see some great things on the program. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. Little bit of progress. We need to get some better sound effects though, right? Probably. Desktop. Let me open the joke intro camera. Firing up a camera. Hey. Look at that. It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Okay, so here's the old piece of citrine. Trendy Club. Jeanette knows early on, like I was like making some kind of a joke, and I was talking to myself using two browsers. And I need to cut my nails. Gotta take the time. Okay, look at what I was talking about. How like at this angle of the side, it doesn't catch that little bit of orange as much. And that's not just the flare. That's actually a zone of orange. But then over here, blingle, 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 bling. And so that little bit of orange in there really makes for all the color. And it's over here near the split. But for the most part, this is actually, like me looking at it now, it's a pretty pale piece. And it's got, you see that piece, right, like that black spot in the middle? That's actually a split in this piece. So we need to cut this piece into two pieces. And there's the saw side. I see the saw side. I saw the seesaw side. Seen the saw side. Okay, so this is a piece, and then I'm going to show you, let's see, here's the very orangination of this other piece that we actually, oh hey, the video. I got so much video on this gem. This gem took way longer than I expected it to. This gem was like, and yeah, I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. It was, a lot of it was that swoop-de-doo. I wasn't quite sure about that one. A French manic, oh dude, Braun, I freaking and the thing is, like my nails, I need to actually, I needed to take a shower before the show, but I went out to see somebody at the birthday party, and cheers to Allison, she comes by the show too. And her kids do too. She's got awesome kids. And that was like out where camping and the woods are, and my fingers got, oh yeah, and another, what actually is a real cause is because I went and pulled weeds in the garden. You know what that's about. But actually, what the cool thing is, like I pulled weeds in like an eighth of an acre in about 46 minutes because most of it I covered with yard fabric. Yeah. But anyway, none of that changes the how right you are with the truth of it. Okay, so we're getting a lot of light. I need to change the video. Video, Jacob. Make it the video. Okay, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Bingo. There we go. Okay, so this is the gem with the swoop-de-doo on top. Now, most of that, look at that. See that swoop-a-doo up there? That's clear. And this down here, this line, that's the ridge that we get that center line out of. I just kind of went for a barrel style. Look at that. Look at that color zoning. See that orange there? All that orangeness and all that like big orange area there. And then it's like the softer yellowiness is more of the reflection that comes out of it. But we've still got that line to get rid of. I can't believe I didn't get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pointing out something. I don't know what I'm pointing out. But anyway, there's some clear stuff in the end because that zone. And then, like, if it was baked, that clear stuff wouldn't be so clear. But then it's got that swoop-to-doo on top. And so we'll actually, I decided I'm going to grind that down. And I'm going to save that center part. And that's kind of what we did. If I can pull this microscope cam back up. Jello, Colette, what about, Twizzlers or something? Hold on, let me check the chatbot commands. Commands, tomato. You can throw a tomato at me. It's exclamation point tomato, exclamation point website. Oh, hashtag 2non-doctors, hashtag dog pound, hashtag game night, hashtag grand illusion, hashtag sausage, hashtag Grundy Club, hashtag wit, hashtag Whitfield. Bladlink3 Twitter. Oh, those are just timers and stuff. Okay. Yeah, and then chat and buy my thing. We used to have some kind of like something about like I don't know Twizzlers or something. Chris the Phenomenon would know. Yeah, the reflection on this gem is really messing with the lighting. But anyway, as far as the microscope goes, you can kind of see that the gem still has a clarity to it, but it's definitely more orange than the other half. The other half. But that's all right. We're still going to make something neat out of the two pieces out of this lighter quartz piece. As far as this gem goes, I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. Okay, so I was going to keep it simple because I was going to do it by hand, but then I wanted to throw it on the faceter so I could keep these all straight. And when it came to the side, I was just going to do the side, right? But then there was a thing down on this corner. So I had to do something in the corner, and that's where that corner facet comes in. This one. Now, that one, and yeah, wait, maybe it's just those two. Yeah, that one and that one. Both oopses. Double oops. I think there was a third oops, but I was able to get rid of it. But anyway, that's what that was. And then notice, yeah, the flare, that's all about getting that 45 just right on the bottom. I got the 45 pretty good on there. Mostly because I used the faceter. But actually, I did the bulk of it, and then when I put it on the faceter, it straightens it out. So, but let's see if we can get a close-up of my final polish job. Because actually, I did the center part. It's got my fingerprints on it. I did this center part on 2000 grit on the desktop. Okay, yeah, I got a little bit of orange peel because I didn't go deep enough. And then I did these end facets. Ooh, look at that. Not very good at all. I did them on the 1000 grit with the facet. Just laid it on the master lap. So it's alright, but I think we got a much better polish out of that 2000. But actually, we got a pretty good polish on it. At least there aren't any deep scratches like I was getting out of that master, or that 50,000 grit master lap with the polish on it. Yeah. Turned out pretty good, though. A few deep scratches. Live and learn, you know. That's part of doing the gems. Hope you all like looking at them under the microscope, but until I make it all blurry and yeah. There we go. Like this gem. It's a schmancy gem because I can roll it back and forth like this. It's got a lot of good color in it. And, so does the microscope portion of the program when we show colorful gems. Okay, so that's gem of the week and the microscope portion, which we got incoming stones. Like I got stones that I got in the mail, and I didn't really know what to show you guys on the microscope portion of the program, so I was like, well, let's show a couple incoming stones. And I'm going to let you choose. So you guys got to be ready to choose which one of these boxes we're going to open. Yeah, this is the choose which one of the boxes you're going to open portion of the program. Oh, wow. I don't even remember. I got like some moonstone. Okay. Get ready to choose. Get ready to choose the boxes of us not losing, because I'll drop them and lose them. All right, so first things first. We got big, medium, small, and mini. Or 1, 2, 3, and 4. So enter what should I open first? Big, medium, small, or mini? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Well, we got to start with one of them, right? And this is the stack, and then we've also got blonk boxes. So which one should we start with? Let's start with a mini one. So we'll open this guy up. And nope. Number 3. Okay, we'll go with number 3 next. Ooh, tourmaline. Ooh, wow, a nice big piece of tourmaline. Forgot about this. This is a cool piece of tourmaline because it's big. And it's green. I think we can actually work with this one. Pretty cool, huh? Okay. Oh, Fall Dog, you're the best, buddy. And I don't want you to have a frowny face. You have a smiley face because you're here, and you can catch it the next week sometimes, man. It's awesome. Because you're cool. And so are the rest of you. Colette, thanks for coming by. Jeanette Korzenko and Ron Weasley and all the rest of you awesome folks. Okay, number 3 is the next one. Let's see. So that's the medium. Wait, no. The larger one? Okay, so this is the last number 3. So that's it for the number 3. Now it's just big, small, and micro. The ladies don't mind looking at my jewels. That's that. Hey, that's all right. I like showing them. That's what we do here on the Gemstone Show. Look at this horkly chork of moonstone. Man, this is like a big piece of moonstone. I'm trying to find a nice piece, but there's really not a lot to show you in this moonstone yet. We're gonna have to. Oh, sorry about that. Zoomy, zoomy, zoom, 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 zoom. Notice the milkier white part versus the clear area, and I'm talking about like this clear crack over here. We'll probably split the stone along that if we split the stone. Have to take a better look at it. Okay, actually, now that I look at the video at the end, notice. All right, we're talking about the gem video here. The thing above me. Notice how it's like orangier over here, and then it's got this like clear area. I think that's the swoop-de-doo. And so at this point, I took like a week to try and figure out what I was going to do with this gem. Because I wasn't sure. And it's a nice piece of orange. I didn't want to scrooge it up. And I don't think I did, because I'm proud of the results. Alright, wait a minute. This one? Okay. Yeah. Yep, there it is. That's the swoop-dee. See the 45? And then I've got to decide, am I going to keep it big wide or am I going to go long tall? And that's where I came down. And then you notice the end has that little thing to deal with on the end of it. And then it's got that 45 over here. That's what that 45 determined the corners of the whole gem. And I kind of like it because it turned out like a barrel. Yep, see, I decided to cut off that swoop-de-doo. I'm going to call it that all show long. Well, number 1. Okay, that was big, right? Big one? Big one. We're going with the big one. We're going to open the big box on the Gemstone Show. There we go. This is great, because now I got a little bit of content so I can play all of this long citrine video. I can't believe it took so long to cut this gem. But you know what? It was worth it because, oh man, this is some chocolate smoky champagne quartz. Not chocolate very much, but it's more of a smoky champagne. But look at that. That is like a quartz. That's the natural face of it there. And then like this is busted out and it looks alluvial, like it cracked off and then, you know, there was like a landslide or something. Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's got like this, let's see if I can actually show it. Maybe we can zoom in. And then like over here it changes. See how it's like a distinct line down this center? That's the crystal growing, but it's so rough, it's not all natural. So I think it's alluvial. So what happens is the mountains form and there's gas pockets, and then the minerals and water seep in and they grow the crystals inward. But then as weather wears it away, then they start rolling down the mountain and then they become alluvial gems, and that's where it gets all this weared awayness and, all the like rounded edges, and it kind of looks like it was in a river. And that's like because it's so heavy, it rolls down the hill and then it hits a bank and it sticks there while the rest of the water goes by. But it is pretty neat, and actually, dang, this thing's humongous. And it's clean. Look at that. There's like, I don't think I can show it because it's so big, but we can't see. Nope, nope, can't show. I gotta get that underlit microscope cam. We decided on it. I gotta pull the trigger. I'm like 99% sure on that, and I was so determined, and we didn't do it. Not getting anything. It's very clean. Okay, that's kind of showing a little bit, but that shows about the real color of it. But it's a very clean piece. Good size, too. All right, which one's next? Hey, 710, good to see ya. Home slice, original oat. Hey, 710, we're trying to pick out which one to do. So we've got two big ones, three medium ones, and a small one, or a micro. It's three small ones and a micro. Yeah, that's confusing, right? Two big ones, three small, and a mini. What one should we do next? Another big one? Let's do another big one. Let's open this big one. It's not as heavy, but it's wrapped up real nice. So that's kind of nice. They wrap them up really nice. They do a good job. They want people, because, every piece. Oh, man, we got some blue apatite. This is cool. If you like blue, this is for you. Yeah, this is cool, man. I like this blue apatite because it is really like I've got some darker blue apatite, and I've always been more of a fan of the lighter blue apatite. Wow. See, I'm excited because it's got some of that clarity to it. Once we get down in... Oh, there we go. Yeah, once we get down into here, we might actually see some really nice stuff out of this piece. And then there's all this littler, nice stuff. And when you grind all the colory, like orange stuff out, and it's just blue, it actually, you can even just kind of dome it over and make for nice gems. I got a couple of videos where I do that, and it's really nice. But look at that dark blue. That's a beautiful piece of blue apatite. Okay, number 2, okay. And then we'll do, so that number 2 is going to be the littler one. Or the medium one. We'll just stick with big, medium, small, because that's what we have left. Okay. So this is actually some rose quartz. Nice order of rose. What? I don't like that. It looks like it's got oil on it. Must be oil from the saw. Nah, I don't want to get that. I don't like it when they have oil on them because it's almost like a treatment. I've never gotten that from this seller. That's not cool. I'm going to have to tell them about that. I don't know. It's got to be something left over from the saw. Because, I've gotten a couple of orders that had oil in them. And one of them was from India, and another one of them was from China. And I didn't really like those. It's a micro dot. Gotcha. The micro, he wants to do the micro dot. Okay. We're going to open the micro dot and see what's inside of it. We're supposed to get some Chocopal. We're supposed to have like 3 pieces of Chocopal. There's only 4 boxes left. So we are very likely getting into that Chocopal sometime soon. Electric. Ah, that's a good one. We got to get into the joke portion of the program. How is the stone doing anyway? Yeah, actually, it's okay. So you can see basically I had decided on how I was gonna finish it, and I was starting to get happy with it. I was happy with it at this point. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, we got the clear chocolate opal. We can show that under the microscope cam. So this is supposed to be opal, Ethiopian opal from Africa. And it's got color, and there's inclusion. I'm not seeing a whole lot of opalescence out of it though. I don't know. We'll have to grind on it or spend a little time with it and find the opalescence, because I am maybe seeing a little bit of it, but yeah, like that blue right there by my finger. Maybe we can get a little bit more of that to show, but it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of opalescence in it. Maybe that's why I got it for like, I don't know, what was it, $2, $3? Something like that. Okay. Love that. Thank you, Jeanette. You're the best. Okay, big, medium, small. I'm gonna open the big one, and then we got two medium ones. Or maybe I should open the medium one, and then we could do the big one and medium one? I don't know. I'm opening a medium one, and then you guys can decide whether it's a big one or a medium one. Big one or medium one. And this one, oh, this is more Choco Paul, but this is more like see-through-y. That's cool. And there's opalescence in there too. Look at that. That's actually kind of a nice piece. Well, it's like a scratch lottery, you know. Sometimes you get some good pieces, sometimes you don't. But I'm actually seeing a lot of it here in person. All those greens, the greens inside the stone. See the blue and the red and the green? Now that's a piece of opal. This must be the one that was like $6. There we go. Look at all that green. That's good stuff. We got to make sure we don't screw it up. Been working with that chocolate opal. Ooh, look at that. Hey, Benny Loco made it. I'm here. And it's Stonies. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's, a lot of green in there. Tell Stony I said hi. Good old Stony Baker maid. I like Stony. Okay, there's the video. So that's when I decided that I didn't have a sharp enough 240 to finish it myself. And I was like, well, let's go ahead and put it on the faceter. Nope. Okay, that was me finishing off the top. Okay, here's the faceter. Now it's on the top. Finished off the top so I could glue it on the top. You gotta finish a nice top and then bloop. Showing his jewels. Yeah, it's well, you're supposed to pick like a new one or no, a big one or a small one. But anyway, yeah, there's a crack right there, so we're gonna have to split this into two pieces. So we're actually gonna get two chunks of opal out of this. It's gonna be kind of neat, cause that is really showing a lot of opalescence in it. There's a lot of good color there. Pretty deep too. I like it. I think that was a good purchase. That's going to be fun to deal with. Because the other opal I wasn't quite sure about. Big one or small one? Big. Colette says the big one. Okay, gotcha. Big one it is. We're opening the big box. The big box. The big box for Colette. Okay, so right now I'm just making sure that the bottom is straight so that we get the top straight. Because we want it all lined up. And then once I do that, I go ahead and line up, oh, moonstone. Hey, look at that. More moonstone. I can't believe I got this moonstone for like $3. Two big chunks of moonstone. Is there anything good on it? kind of this area. It's got that little bit of blue in it. So it might be okay. Oh, there we go. We got some iridescence over here. Let's see if we can get that to come through. Because this is kind of like opal. It has an opalescence to it. It's called schiller, though. There we go. The blue that comes through, it goes from white to blue. It kind of looks like a labradorite, like a fish scale. Okay, yeah, so this has a little bit of goodie on it. The other piece was pretty much a waste, but this one looks like we can polish it up. I've actually been searching for enough moonstone to be able to kind of get in there and play with it. But the last time my seller had any moonstone, pieces like this were going for $25, $35, $50 a piece. I'm like, wait. For no bids? $2? You got yourself a deal. Yeah, look at that. It's kind of blue. It's a feldspar gem, too. I like that. That's going to be fun to play with. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy that. Okay, one more to go, and then we can get on with the show, and I can get you guys all on your way, and you can have a fun week of awesomeness, because you're so great. It's so good to see y'all. Okay, oh, wow, okay, so this is that big piece of Chuckle This is a large piece. Pretty big piece. Got a lot of cracks in it, though, and a bad area down here. It's mostly potch down in that area, but wow, it's a big piece, all right. And I'm seeing a little bit of opalescence down here on the bottom end. See that green? So that'll be a pretty neat piece. A little bit of green area there. Be nice to get more blue schiller out of it. Okay, so there's a little bit of opalescence. Backwards. There we go. The green part. Yeah. See the green part? That's why people pay a lot for opal. It's neat. I like it. It's a pretty cool piece of opal. I'm pretty fired up about it. Yeah, and it shows in person. So it's not just the lighting under the UV. But I think that other piece is actually a better piece, so I'm a little more excited about that. But I'm mostly excited about you all for showing up to the Gemstone Show, because you're great people. And let's see, we're gonna go ahead and try to make room so that Jacob can operate his keyboard again. That's a lot of gems. Yeah, it's a matter of habit, because it's like you just tack another gem on and you're paying for shipping already, you know, might as well get another one. Nobody's bidding on it, nobody wants it, so I might as well bid on it. You guys are so fantastic. Okay, so that's basically that part of the show. Let's see, soup pot, on why I buy that. There were so many pans down the pan aisle, and it's basically just different brands of pans. So when it comes to brands of pans, what do you choose and why? I mean, really, there's so many different brands, and I just kind of thought about price to warranty. It really comes down to price to warranty. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to clean it? And what are you going to cook in it? I mean, if you're going to be frying potatoes, you want to get something good. If you're just going to be warming up some SpaghettiOs, you can go with something cheap and maybe clean it with, just warm water, and, don't let it get hard on there. And then you use like a plastic Dobie pad instead of like a green scrubby brush here. Scrubby Brillo pad thing. Steel wool. And so, that was kind of an idea, is just that, you base your purchase on how you're going to be using the pan or so. And then, there's also like grip type, and there's also like, like versatility and stuff. And then there's the copper ones. basically, I was like, all right, soup pot, cheap, easy, clean it up, sold. It was like $6.95, and they went all the way up to like $40. So some people like their pans. Do you buy pans? Have you bought a soup pot? Do you like soup pots? And why do you buy that? Well, that's why I buy that. Not a very exciting why I buy that, but we're getting there. Just like the joke portion of the show. I don't have much on the joke portion either, but we're gonna try and finish it out properly and give you what jokes I do have. What kind of soup do computers eat? Alphabet soup. That's a dumb one. Okay, let's see. I saw some change on the ground, like 50 cents, and I was like, oh wow, cash on the ground. Some kid's gonna find that and feel rich. But really, what are they gonna do with 50 cents? You can't even buy a candy bar. Now, when there's $1, but really, what's a kid gonna do with cash? They probably want an Xbox Live card with a balance on it. And that reminds me of like going to the drive-through when people drop change out the window. It's almost like when they drop the ketchup out the window. When I'm trying to get the ketchup, and I've noticed there's all kinds of different grabs, you know. Sometimes you ask for extra ketchup, they'll give you the little 2-finger pinch, they'll give you the 3-finger, you know, one hand maybe, that's pretty typical. I want the 2 hands, you know, or load it up like a bag like Taco Bell does. You know, if you can, just take the box and dump it out the window. I'm okay with that. I like lots of ketchup. I'm not really a dipper. I like to dunk scoop. That's why I like my ketchup. Just like I like the joke portion of the program, which I forgot the video for. Cannot believe I forgot the video. But that's alright, because I got one more joke I forgot to tell you too during the joke portion of the program. But I told it at the beginning of the show. What do you call a fake key? A keycoy. I think that's just more fun to say. Hopefully we'll have better jokes next week, because I love you guys coming by for the joke portion of the program. That's why I do it, to add a little bit of content. And let's see. Do I really have extra Citrine video? Yeah, this is probably just mostly me doing oopses. So we'll kind of let that roll while you watch me try to play a game of chess against somebody live in reality. Oh, Benny, you gotta get some stone cutting stuff. Absolutely. Get yourself a bench grinder, and then, you know, you can grind on the side of that. Get yourself some wheels and some laps. The bench grinders are like $35, and then they have the arbor that works with these laps, and they're like $12. So, you know, $50, $60, you got yourself started. And then some sandpaper. Sandpaper, you know, you want to start with a rough grit so you can, and then you can do all the, you know, stuff by hand, that kind of such. Let's see. Are we going to be able to do a game of chess in reality, in real time, on live stream? Oh, I'm pretty tired. Let's see. And we won the last 3 weeks in a row, so we're not looking too good, but we're going to try anyway. Cheers. Oh, why do we do this? It's chess for some reason. And apparently we want to go like this. We need a plan, we need a plan, we need a plan. We need a plan. We need a plan. Oh, I didn't have a plan. I was supposed to be ready for that. No, we were supposed to... Okay, new 1 minute game. Alright, let's have a plan. Now. Okay, there we go. This is a plan that we don't have. Alright, giddy up. Something like this. Do we have a plan? Yes. And then... Yes. With extra success sauce. Right? Sure. I like those. They're delicious. And then we go that way for fun. Okay. Give me one of those. Get me off the back row. Like that. And then, are we going to do something else? Getting off the back row. Good idea. Good idea. Getting off the back row. Better idea. Going there. We're running out of time, aren't we? Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. We need a better plan. Should have had a plan. Gotcha. And we'll take that one. Running out of time. Running out of so much time. Running out of too much time. We'll go that way for some reason. And then we'll go... Aw, ran out of time. So much not enough time. Almost, but we'll get it next week. Let's have an analysis and see how we did. Okay. Playing and... again, we say the bar on the side shows us black and white and tells us who's winning and where. So we got to go back and see... Okay, mostly textbook. So close. But I ran out of time. I needed to have a better plan. I need to be able to move more of the game out. A lot of this was pretty standard. Yeah, I guess that was a pretty bad point. But he still got me on time because he had a plan. This was mostly... Oh, wow, I guess that was a bad idea. Really opened up the back end for him. But then that was a bad idea on his side. Because I got his queen. Okay, I guess neither one of us really knows what we're doing. Which means we should probably play a lot more chess. Especially when we're not on live stream. But we're going to do it again next. Oh, hey, you can see the 1000 grit lap I was using. That's just cerium oxide to kind of get a final polish on it. I like how that turned out. I don't like how this week's chess game turned out. But I do like how all of you turned out, because you're all so wonderful and fantastic. And I'm glad to have all of you here for the Gemstone Show. I hope that if there's anything you want to promote, let me know, because, you know, we got to get some shout-outs. And like Colette said, we need a question part of the show so that I don't miss all your questions. But that's all right, Benny. We're going to win next week. We got 3 weeks in a row. That was pretty good considering we missed 5 weeks. And as I always quote Ben Feingold, he says, if you want to be good at chess, you got to play a lot of chess. So I need to play more chess before I get to the chess portion of the show, which is okay, because at least we had a great live portion of the show, and I had a great audience, and I'm happy to have all of you here every week, and hopefully again next week at around 9 p.m. Eastern. Have fun.